Hey, can we talk? I open up Puppeteer and start creating a lot of facial expressions, mouth sounds, and mouth shapes for different syllables and the different words we all speak every day. I also went back into the 32-bit version and recorded single syllable, 4 or 5 syllable, and full sentence structures. So you guys can do quick question answer, action reaction, or full conversations back and forth between many people. Once I'm happy with my Puppeteer setups, I simply record by dragging over them while the record function is enabled, and now all of these transitions are laid into my timeline, which once again I can convert into ANI blocks, and I have. Then I repeat this Puppeteer making process for arm movements, head movements, facial transition movements, body sways, etc. Okay, now in Animate 2 I start to layer all the head movements, expressions, and arm movements over the actual speech movements, and we have a DAZ speech spaghetti. Sometimes when ANI blocks conflict, this happens, but it's easy to fix. Simply double click on the subtrack, choose what you want to override over what, and voila, everything's fixed. A lot of the mouth movements are already shaped and labeled as words. A lot of the words can be repurposed for other words, and a lot of the random strings can be cropped and cherry-picked out of to match whatever it is your voiceover says. You can also slow some of them down to match music, or have two people seem really engaged as they talk back and forth to each other. Hi everybody, hope you're having a marvelous day. I think you're going to love this one. First thing you're going to do, download the zip, open it up, you'll have a Norbs ANI Blocks folder. You're going to put that folder into your My DAZ3D library, ANI Blocks. If you're newish to animating in DAZ and don't have Animate 2, hate to sound like I'm pushing products, but out of the 3 or 4K I've spent in the DAZ store over the years, Animate 2 has been by far the best $60 I've ever spent. So you'll click down here and you'll find Norbs ANI Blocks within the ANI Blocks main category, but more conveniently, you'll also find it in your content library, My DAZ3D library, ANI Blocks, Norbs ANI Blocks. Okay, and this is the DAZ Speech Sync Salad. You're going to notice all the thumbnails here, and when you roll over them, it'll activate on the character. I guess it would help if we loaded a character. So the first thing I encourage you guys to do is just go folder by folder and roll over every single one of these so you understand what does what, and by the time you're done, you'll have a few aha moments and get what's going on. It's called a speech salad for a reason. We're mixing speech with head and body movement, then expressions, and we got a speech salad. It's always going to be different, random, custom, yours. And there's a quick and dirty way of doing things that takes literally seconds, and there's a little more complicated and more accurate way of doing things, and by the time you're done you get amazing results. So we're going to do both today. Again, if you don't have Animate 2, you'll still get away with doing some of this stuff with just one layer. But if you do have Animate 2, you're going to love this. Alright, let's do it. Most things in each of these folders that are first are put there on purpose, and I categorized and organized things to be so that the things you use most are usually up top. You'll notice the first thing is paragraph and stop talking. So we're going to grab paragraph and drag it into our first layer and immediately click on it and take it to 200%. Most of these ANI blocks will work better and look more natural at 200%. The speech and head movements are the reverse. You'll see they're very fast when you lay them, and you want to slow them down to where you want them. Usually 30 to 60% works best. The body and head movements are typically natural on their own by default, but you might want to speed them up too. So now we have the quick and dirty. If you just have a character and want speech in his face, you've already got a post set up. There you have it. You have your own ready to go ANI block, speed it up, slow it down, match it up a little bit, and you're good to go. Now from here, those that want more out of it, he still looks really mannequin-y and unnatural. I'm going to go to body movement, and let's make him do some stuff. The first thing I'll do is make him do what? We'll make him ask a question. We click on our track, add a subtrack, and now I'm going to add ETR question. TR stands for talking and R for reacting. So when you see TR anywhere, or just T or just R, that's what's up. Now you'll see he's kind of raising his arms a little bit, asking a question, pointing at himself, at whatever's in front of him, and going back down. A little bit more natural, a little bit more organic. Now from there I'll take him to arm movements too, so his arms are just kind of swaying back and forth. Single click, drag this back. We don't need it to be that long. So I'm going to add some more stuff here. We'll add a shoulder shrug, like he's reacting to someone's question maybe. And then end off by, say, giving somebody some directions, pointing in a direction. We can single click and just extend anything. It'll loop. And we can bring things back. Okay, so already he's doing stuff that looks a lot more natural and better than anything you can get out there as far as the third-party tools go or LipSync. I mean, they're not supposed to do all this, granted, and there is a lot more to speech than just moving lips around and some facial bones, and that's typically what those do. And I find none of them are accurate as far as sounds, syllables, and speech and words go. The start talking and stop talking points are dead on. They're great. But the actual words themselves and shapes and mouth shapes, not so much so. And if you do use them, you might find that adding these to those might give you even better results. So now we're going to add another subtrack. Amazing, we've already achieved this with just 2. Also, try to keep your tracks on the same layers, meaning all your body movements on one layer, expressions on one layer, speech on one layer, etc. Try not to mishmash too much, otherwise you'll start getting lost and you'll have to do overrides sometimes, which I'm hoping I'll have to here so I can show you guys. So now on this, I'll go to expressions. Actually, no, let's go to head movements, and we have blinks. So we're going to add some blinks, and then we're going to add random head movement, shorten that up, and then add more blinks. Now another subtrack. And here we'll go to expressions and just add an expression to his face. A lot of the times when you add expressions to speech, it mucks it up really bad. So a lot of these are done really subtly, and they might not even work too well. Once you add them, you guys can experiment. But I try to be subtle because the top lip seems to always distort any type of organic or natural look, and everything looks sort of overmorphed, overdone, unnatural, unorganic. Especially on those tools. There's a few here that are eyebrow play friendly, which just gives eyebrows left and right, up and down a little to give them some more expression, because none of us talk like robots with symmetrical faces on both sides and not matching our expressions, right? There's a lot of variation. So already, even with me talking and explaining it, within a few minutes we have a pretty good 4-layer mishmash speech soup, speech salad, speech spaghetti. And there's so many ANI blocks for you guys to go through, and so much speech. You'll find that no matter what you have to match this up with, you'll be able to lip sync it or speech sync it to whatever your voiceover is saying, and I'm going to show you how next. So let me load up an audio file in here by adding another subtrack, right clicking, and add audio block, and just find whatever audio file you want. I'm going to give you this one that I'm using here so you guys can practice with it. So I haven't added any stops or anything, it's just laid in. It's not going to match up, but let's see what we have. Hey, so can we talk? No. What? No. Why? 'Cause I'm mad at you. Hey. Okay, not so bad. So now what we're going to do is single click on paragraph. We're going to zoom in here a little bit and try to find just before he says his first word. Hey. So right about there. I'm going to, so remember we single clicked in there, and now I'm going to split it and just move that over a little. I'm going to go back to speech, and you'll notice again the first ones, like I said, was paragraph and stop talking. That's there on purpose. All these other ones are very quick and different, and 1 syllable, 3 syllable, 1 sentence long. And here we have a yell and then lips, just changing up lip positions and variations, again dealing with that top lip issue. So we'll take stop talking now and we'll lay it right here. And now he'll literally just stop talking. Oh, whoops, I reversed that. Hey. Pretty good. And then we right click, copy, and paste. So now this is just the hey talking. Hey. A little bit long, so just shorten it up a little bit. Hey. So, can we talk? So, we'll stop it and cut it about there again. Move it over. Paste. And this time it's a very short pause, so we'll just shorten it up. And let's see what we got. Hey. So, not bad. Can we talk? And what else we can do is just cut it, like if we see can we talk, sounding mouth shapes somewhere else, we can just crop. Like, can we talk? Can we talk? Can we talk is right about there. Can we talk? And again, I didn't program it that way. It's just everything's so randomized, and I just happened to find a good little spot. So we'll go like this, chop it, right click, get rid of this, and bring this back. And might have to speed it up a little bit from what I saw, but let's see.
Can we talk?
Not bad. I'm gonna just have to cut it perfectly.
Can we talk?
Right about there. Okay, I think that's gonna do it. You guys are going to do a much better job than I did. I tried to literally be fast and efficient. And I know what, you don't have to watch me do it. And I fast forwarded that part probably. But here we go.
Hey, so can we talk? No. What? No. Why? 'Cause I'm mad at you. You're mad at me? You can't be mad at me. I'm mad at you. Yeah, you. It's all about you. It's always about you. No, I'm just joking. I just wanted to see if we can talk, you know?
Now, you guys saw me start with paragraph and chop all this up. Alternatively, you can start with using the short bits instead of having to chop up everything. However, I just found this to be sort of the easiest process and kind of efficient because there's a lot of randomization again, and we're mixing everything with blinks and expressions and whatnot. So it will always kind of be different, but catching those ow, wah, a, e, I, l, u, m, p is kind of easy. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe it's just for me and I'm biased to my own thing because I created it, but I'm really eager to see what you guys think. So a couple last notes. Try to use one of these layers as your working layer, meaning some of these are really long, and if I dump one of these in here right now, it'll move everything over and just ruin all my work, and undo is unforgiving in Animate 2. So I typically try to like grab something and put it down on a layer that's not used right now, it's hidden, and then I'll grab it, and let's say I just want to use a little piece out of it, boom, then I'll copy it and paste it to whatever little spot I'm at. Just want to say a quick thanks in advance for all the feedback you guys are going to drop for me, and when you use this, I'd love to see what you come up with because I wanted to make the mechanism work, and I'm not necessarily a lip animator, although I love animation in general, 3D in general. I want to see what the pros do with this, and I want to hear feedback as far as those that have used the other tools as well and how frustrating they can be versus once you play with this for about a half hour and see how much both fun and what a good exercise this is in general and how it compares to anything else that's on the market for DAZ, really. So it's a free open public download on my Patreon. My birthday's on Monday, and instead of asking for stuff, I'm actually giving stuff away. No loopholes, no catches, no nothing. Just want you guys to use this, love it, and I really want to get this channel going. So upon that note, make it an IRA day. You see what I kind of tried to do there, and it didn't really work so well, but okay. Have a great day, guys. Peace, and render forever.